yeah, so that's pretty much it. Just comment this video with your email address, and I'll be pretty much just adding you on. You're gonna get an email, and I'm gonna add you on lockers, and then sign up for lockers. Once you get that email, it'll probably send you a link in that email, and once you sign up, if you can do it to 3-4 accounts, and whoever gets the most accounts, the top 3 people, again I'm repeating myself like 50 times, the top 3 people will get personal one-on-one training lessons, and everyone else, the top 10 will get a shout out, and I will add all the people that give me their email address on MSN, every single one. So pretty much you're getting something out of it. If you want to talk to me on MSN, by all means I'll add you, and you can talk to me then. Anyways, now I'm going to permanently get to this game. As you can see, I'm getting fucked right now because his mutalisks are doing way more damage than they should be. It's my fault, really. These mutalisks should not be doing this much damage. It's just that I have not been macroing as well as I should. As you can see, I only have 4 or 5 SCVs. This is kind of what you get when you quote unquote quit Starcraft. You get very rusty, and you pretty much lose half the skill you had. Terran vs. Zerg is my worst matchup, if you guys haven't known. And so, on top of this being my worst matchup, I'm already, never mind. You guys get what I mean. And now, as you can see, his Muralist micro, not terribly bad. It's not terribly good either, but, as you can see, I'm trying to macro up as many, Goliaths as I can right now, because the thing with mech is, you pretty much need Goliaths and tanks, and your opponent needs Muralists and Hydras to beat you. And as you can see, he's being really smart by mining gas. As a Zerg player, you always want to mine gas as your number 1 priority, as opposed to anything else. When the hatchery gets placed, the first thing you want to do is mine gas. Despite the matchup, Zerg units are very gas consuming, gas heavy, so you really want the gas as soon as possible. And now, as you can see, I don't know where his Muralist went. I figured, he probably figured that I had too many Goliaths, and he would lose more than he would gain, so that's why he just left. And Lurkers, that's kind of an odd tech switch. I guess he's gonna go for Lurkers now, and Lurkers, honestly, the only wave they're good versus mech is, okay, they're not good versus mech. I don't know. Lurkers are just because Lurkers, watch this right here. Lurkers, they die to mech pretty badly, and as you can see, I lost 1 Goliath versus his 2 Lurkers that are lost, and those 2 Lurkers could have been 4 Hydralisks, and 4 Hydralisks would have done even more damage than that. Well, 4 Hydralisks not really, but 4 Lurkers versus 8 Hydralisks. 8 Hydralisks would have done more damage than 4 Lurkers. So, yeah, don't go Lurkers if you're a Zerg player. Always focus on mass Hydralisks and mass Mutalisks. Zerglings in there if you want. And kind of smart on his part. Right when I push out with my Goliaths, he moves in. He's going for my tanks, which is very smart, because when he goes for my tanks, that means his Hydralisks are going to be even more effective once he switches into the Hydralisks. Because, well, it's common sense. Hydralisks own Goliaths pretty badly. It's kind of like a circle. Goliaths beat Mutalisks, Mutalisks beat tanks, tanks beat Hydralisks, and Hydralisks beat Goliaths. That's kind of like the circle. So if you can possibly get an edge on your opponent with one of the numbers, then it'd be great. Right now, as you can see, I'm just macroing up. Getting my supply depot count is not that great, but as you can see, I'm managing my minerals really well. Still at 50 minerals. My gas is at 1,000, which is not really good. I should be getting starports and vessels very shortly. And as you can see, these mines, this is another reason Lurkers aren't good. Mines, just random mines around the map are going to kill Lurkers like that, because Lurkers can't really do anything versus mines. Hydralisks own mines, and I guess it's the one time where Lurkers are good. Just random Lurkers, and your units run over them. But again, Hydralisks would be better. So, gonna expand. Again, key thing to note here: I'm expanding while I'm attacking and scanning before I move in, because as you can see, Lurkers do damage like that. And he's being kind of smart by. Okay, that was kind of lame. What do you call it? The scan ran out right away. And now, as you can see, I'm gonna move in and gonna do kill some more units like this. And that's the second time that happened. Fuck. The scan ran out right when the Lurker was about to die. And keep your scanners as hotkeyed as 0, 9, and 8, so you can go 0S, 9S, 8S. And as you can see, I'm pushing in, sieging my tanks up close to him, so they can, hit anything in their range. And I don't know, I think he hasn't been keeping up with his macro. He's been going Zerglings and Mutalisks, which is not really the best idea. You should be going Mutalisks and Hydralisks. And as you can see, those Mutalisks melted pretty fast. Oh, okay, I see what he's going. He's trying to rush to Defilers, which is not really the optimal idea. Personally, when I play Zerg and I'm facing mech, I like to go Hydralisks and Mutalisks and stay away from the Hive Tech. Probably the late game, the best thing to do is obviously go Hive Tech and pretty much, go Hive Tech and, like, as you can see, like, any unit, mech gets owned by Hive Tech pretty much, because no unit that is mech can, no unit that's mech can attack under Dark Swarm, so Dark Swarm in that sense is really good, but like it's really late. And as you can see, his macro, like he has no units. All he has is Dark Swarm, and he has like one lurker underneath it. So you have to really sacrifice a military advantage and to go for early defilers. But honestly, I'm not a Tranter. If I was a good Tranter, then I would have a good timing attack. Like if I would scan that he's going early Hive, and then I would timing attack right before the Hive comes out and kill all his bases. But I'm not a Tranter, so that's why I can't do it that well. But real Tranters are obviously going to be able to scan know exactly when the Hive is about to come out, and then timing attack right before the Defiler's Mound is out. And so that's why I don't really recommend fast Defilers. And as you can see, Macro and Goliaths, I should be going more tank heavy now because tanks are they're more useful versus Dark Swarm, I guess. And getting a third scanner out because he has Lurkers, and Lurker, Dark Swarm, kind of a okay combination. Again, Hydralisk and Dark Swarm. Mutalisk and Dark Swarm would be a little bit, Mutalisk Dark Swarm wouldn't be that great, but Hydralisk and Dark Swarm would be a lot better of a combo. And right now, like, let's see, he is sticking to 3 bases again. He's macroed up quite a bit of army. I don't think he's at 3 bases anymore because he's macroed up a very substantial amount of units. So I really think he's at 4 bases. And now, as you can see, doing some Goliath micro as right here, just killing off a few Zerglings while I move back, and I have a next army right here ready to attack. And Zerglings alone against against Goliaths, not really the best thing because, let's face it, Zerglings melts pretty badly towards Goliaths because the Goliaths have such big range that Zerglings take too long to get to Goliaths. Zerglings with Dark Swarm versus Goliaths, great combination because as you can see, like Dark Swarm is very good late game, but it's very hard to get to. You usually see in pro games Dark Swarm isn't being used that much against mech, at least for the mid game, just because it's very hard to transition to Dark Swarm. But if you can, then hey, that's great. That's probably the best thing you can go against mech. Just go Dark Swarm, but it's really hard. And now when vessels come out, Dark Swarm is even harder to use because you can just irradiate the defilers. And again, scanning to see if where my dropship can go